We have to take one position to secure the area.
I like parts
Then
of
we'll
episode
continue
1.
the assault.
The thing about the thing about episode 2. So I saw that when I was a little younger than you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I was a little younger than you when I saw it, and my friends and I dressed up to see it because one of my friends' mom was a professional theater seamstress, and so she made us all like Jedi robes and costumes. And they were like really nice. We saw it in theaters on opening. Prepare like this is kind of before anything could get spoiled online really easily. Like social media didn't exist like it does now, and so literally none of us knew that Yoda fought at the end. And let me tell you, seeing that for the first time ever was an experience. Like that was, to that point, just some of the coolest shit any of us had ever seen in our lives.
Do you think Lucasfilm messed up
I don't think they've ever really put that much like a ton of thought into them. I don't know. I've seen some people that have argued about renaming. Oh god damn it! I don't want to do any dark side matches after this.
What do you seek?
Literally the only character I can level up on most of these dark side maps are Maul. Is still losing its mind. You probably can't hear me, can you? Or I can't hear you. Oh, I can hear you now.
Could it be still set up from a
No. Not really sure. Okay, I think I might have temporarily fixed it. Graham, can you still hear me? Okay. Okay, go in. Oh no! This is why I don't want to play Dark Side after this, because
Yeah, that's fair.
Maul will just be one of those characters I doubt I'll ever have to max, even if I do the co-op.
Well, you'll max him out eventually.
I doubt it, because I don't even want to play him, really. I don't enjoy playing him. Oh, you walk. I took that.
I mean, my Iden's almost level 300.
Unko Mock says, I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars too, man.
Who doesn't love Star Wars?
My sister. My sister hates Star Wars. But it's probably because I liked it so much.
I mean, my brother is really into it.
I mean, mine was as well, but my brother is.
My dad, my uncle, cousin, my brother, all of it. So into it too.
No one will escape my slaughter.
My or my grandma was. She loved the first one.
Man, it's a
She's
beautiful
big fan
ship.
of, Leia.
Look at this beautiful ship. Oh my gosh. Man, the graphics in this game are pretty great still.
Yeah.
I think my camera's bugging out now too. Man, what is with all my shit today?
You cannot imagine my
Run, Maul!
Yeah, we won't play Dark Side.
Let's see if I can fix my camera now.
The Empire's time has come.
That should be on the remake. The Grandmaster Squad time has come.
As good as any of the other ones, I guess.
let this battle end.
Schedule for like level 5.
There's the schedule.
I mean like a weekly schedule.
We have a schedule.
The enemy presence
It's
on Earth has been
the
eradicated and
Thursday,
the
Friday,
battle lines
Saturday,
severely weakened.
or Battlefront days,
Lord Vader will be pleased.
and then anything else I do on top of that is just kind of bonus.
Like when you still did Gungans and Dragons.
Audio interface. I can't tell if it's my audio interface or if it's the TikTok live software, which is terrible. At least my camera's working. The Empire, we're the good guys. You'll have to trust me. No one gonna trust me. Hey, what's up, Steve? How's it going, man?
Eddie said, "Who's your favorite Star Wars character all time?"
Luke Skywalker. Did someone say that on TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get the chat didn't show up. Or his didn't. Someone just said yo. Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's good?
Oh, let's go to the menu and get a different thing.
Map.
Play some Chewbacca.
We'll get some Annie in.
Hey, I'm doing all right, man. Thanks for asking. How are you? How's it going? What's the word?
Hey, what about we?
Hummingbird.
How are we doing?
You didn't say we. You said how are you? How are you doing?
I know.
I
Why did you
assume.
say we?
I assume he's talking to me and only me.
Am I not important?
No, you're not. Do. Didn't know there were two of you. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. I'm the younger one.
Place it. Placing Miwok Hunt, very good mode. Definitely doesn't give you PTSD. We've played it before.
There's a clip from I think it was a couple months ago
The
where
have been disrupting the
one of our
Perlemian trade
players were
route
running
long
from
enough.
like a whole army of
Must
people.
secure Felucia. Expect
It was
heavy
probably
fighting
one
if
of
you
the
wear
most
your surroundings.
video on TikTok.
On our TikTok, yeah. Or well, no, actually, did it not do? I know on like the post on Facebook had like over 1 million views. Yeah. Yeah, it was actually fucking hilarious. I've been playing since the beta. And then obviously since launch.
I started in 2018.
Yeah, it came out in 2017. Oh, I'm taking a lot of fire. What's your favorite faction? Mine's the Empire. I really like their navy and units and legends. My favorite faction. I haven't thought about that too much. I mean, the Imperial Navy is pretty badass. Like, I love Star Destroyers. I think they're so cool. Well, it's a part of the Star Destroyer fleet.
Do we count legends?
It gets complicated.
If we're not including, if we're
Uh-oh.
we are counting
can't really remember.
It's starting in 2020. That's, I believe I haven't so long, but it's still.
It's pretty good. It's really a shame that they stopped doing.
So apparently ET is Phantom Menace.
Yeah, he's in the Senate scene, or one of the Senate scenes.
I think it was in the first.
Yeah, he's in episode 1. He's in one of the Senate scenes.
And it's got like
It's like I think it's a couple members from that like species or something. They're just kind of hanging out in one of those Senate plate like dishes.
is ET and Star Wars in the same parallel?
I don't think so. I think he just put it in there as a joke. He is really good friends with Steven Spielberg. He just put it in as a little, you know.
My friends see me as a Star Wars nerd.
Well, read some of the other stuff.
I read Jedi
I grew up reading pretty much every Star Wars book I could get my hands on. There's stuff that I like in the. So that's the thing about Legends is that we have rose-colored glasses when it comes to Legends, and a lot of it's good, but a lot of it's really bad as well. Like some of that is just trash tier literature.
What do you
I don't know what it'll be called, but
somehow Skywalker had somehow Skywalker.
I know that they're working on, or they were developing a movie with Rey, but it sounds like it may or may not be on the back burner. Well, they didn't just start on it. I mean, production's wrapped. That movie's coming out this year, I think. Like that's starring Ryan Gosling. That sounds like bullshit to me.
Oh, it's real. Look, I can get
You go ahead and jump in there with Anakin. Let me know how it goes.
So apparently on TikTok, you can request to go on the screen, like speak on the screen. Yes.
Oh really? I don't really want any guests. Well, you're not really a guest on TikTok. You're just kind of here.
Senior moderator.
Oh shit! I forgot they have tanks in this.
Yeah, I might
Yeah, the new Jedi Order, I think he's talking about the Sean Levy Rey story. We're not entirely sure what stage of development it's in. Really? No fucking kill button?
To answer like our favorite Star Wars movies, I have to go to either Jedi.
Mine's Empire. Second favorite's Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
See the battle before you, not behind.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
He does have crackhead squirrel energy in that movie. Kinda wasted that.
Volusia's safe, and the trade route
Mine
can
is
be reopened.
by far
Well
Revenge of
fought,
the Sith.
brothers.
I can see why you think that.
Revenge of the Sith is in my top 5. Felicia, I could have done it in less parsecs. Hey, there was a Jeopardy question last night about parsecs that mentioned George Lucas, by the way. Let me get hold on. Let me get caught up on this. The only downside is they got rid of the Venators. The Venators are really cool. My beloved MT-AT isn't canon. I have to remember what that one is. Because if I'm thinking of that, the MT-AT was one of the what they used to kidnap Ben Solo.
I do like Thymark. It's Thymek. I personally like The Last Jedi, except the hold-on maneuver.
I thought the whole maneuver is cool as fuck. The part of Last Jedi that I didn't the part of Last Jedi that I always fast forward through, because I maintain that every Star Wars movie has a bit, with the exception of Empire Strikes Back, where the pacing slows down and you kind of fast forward through it. Like in Episode 3, most of the Padme Anakin scenes I fast forward through. In Last Jedi,
Or on Kashyyyk.
I don't mind the Kashyyyk bit so much. I guess it's right before Order 66, so I usually watch that. But in Last Jedi, it's the Canto Bight, like fathier thing that they do. I never really cared for that so much.
Yeah, like horse things.
Yeah. Also, yeah, you're not the only ones that like the sequels. And just like what I just said, I also maintain that just like the other two trilogies, there's always a movie in that trilogy that you don't like. There's usually one that you're fine with, and there's usually one that you do like.
The Separatists want to take Kashyyyk. We'll earn the Wookiees' trust by fighting just as hard as them to defend their planet.
I'm not a huge fan of The Rise of Skywalker. However, I know that like I've met people whose favorite movie, their favorite Star Wars movie was Skywalker, and I'm totally fine with that. Like I'm not trying to steal any, like make anyone feel bad for liking something that really upsets me. You tell someone what your favorite Star Wars movie, and they go, "Oh, that sucks. You're stupid for liking that." I deplore that. I fucking hate it.
I mean, like, it's okay to, like, if someone has a different, like, favorite, Star Wars movie, like, they're biased opinion. There's no problem with that.
I just think people try to get easy internet points by hating stuff all the time, and it gets so annoying. Oh, fuck you, tank. Oh, I just... that was pretty cool, actually. I like the Dreadnought in Last Jedi. That was a cool ship. I agree.
Yes, I like that. The Fulminatrix.
Fulminatrix. Yeah, I liked how intimate that movie is.
Something I would have changed from The Last Jedi is that the supremacy and like dreadnoughts that show up and the rebel when they're trying to run away.
How is that different than what happened?
That's my personal opinion.
So what exactly would you change?
Like adding like a scene where the supremacy full miniature show up.
It's a lot of ships. I mean, the Holdo maneuver takes out the supremacy and all of its support ships. Or most of them.
Padhawks survive. Well, it did cut through, like, the hangar area.
I think if I were to change something in The Last Jedi, one of the glaring things that always kind of bothered me was that I am perfectly fine with Holdo not trusting Poe, but they should have had a line where she suspected that there was a spy on board, and she wasn't sure if she could, trust Poe Dameron. He might have been the spy. Well, he was a commander in the sense that he was Leia's pet, but Leia wasn't conscious, and Holdo had to make a bunch of choices that was good for the fleet, not necessarily for Poe. And she'd never really... she was a higher ranking than him as well. And Poe had the tendency to do whatever the fuck he wanted. And if I were a commanding officer, I would hate that too. I'd be like, no, you're listening to what I say. Oh, I might not survive this. Oh no, I might not survive this. Somehow, I'm still alive. My favorite movie is Empire Strikes Back. Hard agree. We get two of my favorite characters, General Veers and Admiral Piet. All right. Those are pretty cool. By the way, the guy that played Admiral V. Oh no! I just got one shot by a fucking tank. I think it was Veers. Was it Veers or who was the guy that played? He was the Grand Maester in Game of Thrones. I think he was either Piet or Veers. It might have been. Who?
It seems I've
Oh.
gotten into quite a mess now, haven't I?
Oh, I guess I didn't realize he was in. Oh, okay.
Now do you see it now? Hey, I'm kind of a beginner in Battlefront 2. Are you able to teach me how to play?
No, I'm not very good at it either.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'm like the worst. I just started like five seconds ago.
It depends on what you want to get good at. I mean, whatever. If you're a beginner, but I guess my advice is always going to be the same, which is start out with co-op because it's pretty low stress
Defense plan has been altered.
because you're not playing against
Hold
other
these command
players.
posts.
Lightsaber duels.
Got your back, brother.
God, I hate these fucking tanks.
The only thing you have to worry about is that some of the AI that like not too long. They've gotta like kind of block it.
Oh, I hear Grievous somewhere.
Yep, that's just my personal opinion. Like, I'm a poor swords fighter. I'm a poor lightsaber wielder. So, but I'm going to see that it is 202
Remember your reward.
here right now. I hope to see you again in a live time night.
Hey, thanks for joining us, man.
So the conversations kept us entertained.
It honestly kept me distracted, but that's fine. Oh, there's Count Dookie.
But now to explain why you're here.
Oh, that tank got me again. God.
The tank's an issue.
I mean, it's still. I think it's the last phase that they can have a
Yeah.
tank.
Or should I say Tyranno? Thank you, Decker, for the follow. We are on our way to 500 followers. When we reach there, nothing will happen.
I'll give a spirited thank you. That's about it.
Last question before I go. When are you guys live again? We are live at
6:30 Central.
4:30. It's like a survey.
Oh, so now we can tune in next.
Yes. Tomorrow.
Oh shit! I'm already almost dead. That was a real dumb. That was a real dumb thing I did there. Standing up on that box and just like taking hits.
Tomorrow is to be decided. Finally.
I hope they make a movie based off Thrawn's revenge. Well, they're doing the second season. Oh wait, which way am I faced here? All right, they're doing season 2 of Ahsoka, which is supposed to involve the Thrawn story quite a bit. Which I'm really looking forward to. Actually, I ended up liking Ahsoka quite a bit. Get out of my way.
Watch out.
Diamond, by the way, that's actually a pretty cool name. Diamond. I like that. That's very unique.
Oh.
Does your name like originate from anything? Oh, I might die. The Romans. Ooh. So are you like Italian or something? If I'm not mistaken. Either Italian or something. Away from home. Last I yeah, I don't know why. Then you have friends that would
Hi, my name's Augustus.
I know that, but there were Germanic tribes that were back in like the were Germanic tribes in modern day.
We used to play with a Battlefront guy a couple years ago. He's from that area. His name was Wessel. He was really good.
Yeah, if you look at a map of the Roman Empire, you can see where the Netherlands are. They totally conquered it.
We might be able to hold this. We're doing pretty well so far.
You're welcome. I am planning to get the history honors in this.
Jack, we're playing on Xbox.
That's awesome.
We just roasted Darth Maul over here. Ah. Where's all this fire coming from?
Don't mind me.
Tommy says, yes, we are.
America. Did you ever watch a show called House MD? It's an older show. It was really popular when I was in high school. It stars a British. Well, first of all, you're not old enough to vote, so you shouldn't really have an opinion on it. But I voted for Harris, but she was not a perfect candidate. However, was the better choice than Trump by far. I didn't love Kamala Harris as a choice, and I didn't love voting for her, but She was a better candidate. She at the very least doesn't rape children. Oh, I'm a little surprised we won that.
We've proven to the Wookiees that we are a dependable ally by defending Kashyyyk today. Well fought.
I would vote for Luke Skywalker for president.
Yes, I would too. What party would he run though?
It would be an
the
independent party.
farmer-
No, it would be
no,
like
the
an independent
farmer
party.
farmer party. Because he's a moisture farmer.
Where do we say that Simon was from?
The Netherlands.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you, Luke.
Yeah, that's the thing about so American politics is a lot different than global politics. So like our left wing in America is really more of the center wing in most of the like the rest of the world and like European countries. So politics here in America skews very heavily conservative.
And we're and you guys are under the European Agency.
Union.
Or the Euro. Yeah, European Union.
But well, it's a lot more complex than that.
If you have to follow laws, you have to use the same currency.
Yeah, we do have Democrats and Republicans, and our Democrats would be like your centrists. Like there is not a leftist wing in America, really, unless you count like Bernie Sanders, who is still not super left compared to other European places. I'm looking for my son. Have you seen him? Are you talking about Luke? I haven't seen him.
Yeah, like in the Netherlands, you have a monarchy, with a
Do they?
kind of like yeah, they do. Am I correct, Simon?
I don't know too
have a
much about the government in the Netherlands.
It's a.
Well, so they have a ceremonial head of state, but he's not really.
You have your objectives,
Doesn't
brothers.
look like he's
Secure all areas held
he
by
has any
separatists.
like
Let's get
real
this done.
power.
King, right? Yes. King Willem Alexander the First.
Yeah,
I think is your king.
yeah. But he doesn't. He's a ceremonial king. He doesn't really have any like legal power.
Still like a monarchy.
I'm a little surprised we don't do something like that because the fact that our president has a legal role but also a ceremonial role is kind of weird. Yeah.
That's kind of like
Yeah, it's similar. Oh, I just got blasted. Our king is just decoration. Yeah, it's kind of like in England.
I love how we're having actors, Darth Maul and Anakin are like coming in the chat asking if they've seen anyone.
Snitches get stitches. I ain't seen Obi-Wan anywhere.
Yeah.
And you'll never find him. Unless he wants you to find him. Kiadi-Mundis. You know that Kiadi-Mundi has several wives, right? So which one?
Yeah, we figured.
Oh, I don't
Still alive.
know if I want to go this way. Okay, well you should become a better singer, I think.
Completely butchered the song.
Yeah, that was pretty
But
bad.
even the king can decide things in copyright.
No, the royal family in England is pretty limited. I mean, they're rich as fuck. They have so much money, which equals power. But like they don't have a huge role in the government.
Not paying for like the fame, like they can attend. They're like any citizen can like not like uphold the law, but they can
Oh shit.
It's not like American democracy where the law is passed by the Senate
Well, that's not exactly how our government works either.
well, it goes through the House, and then the Senate, and then Congress, and then
No, so Congress is both houses combined, right? So you would call the House of Representatives and the Senate the Congress. And then a bill can start in either the Senate or the House. And when one body passes the bill, they send it to the other body, who will send it back with corrections. And when both of those houses pass the bill, they send it to the president for a signature.
it's a very complex system.
I would suggest going and listening to the Schoolhouse Rock song on how a bill becomes law.
Oh, I've seen it many times in my social class. Every rank needs a group time. It depends on like your majority party. They like currently the majority of the House is Republican, so they have the majority of the vote. Like
Well, they also have minority powers too. So they have the filibuster, so they can use that as a tool to dissent. And some kinds of bills take different kinds of majorities too. Like it isn't just a simple majority a lot of the time.
something that like granting emergency powers.
That's entirely different. Emergency powers are tricky in America because they're not the process by which we grant those powers are not it's not unconstitutional at all. We can give the president special powers, but it's the legal precedent is very vague and not well explained. Which is exactly what you would want. You would want something really vague and unexplained for some emergency powers, I guess. What does that stand for?
And they have the exact plan of Karl Marx. So it's a communist.
Oh, is it? Well, no, Karl Marx would be a socialist. Or no, Karl Marx would be...
No, it's both.
No, they are not. First of all, communism and socialism are not the same thing. They are very, very different.
The socialist republic.
Yeah, Karl Marx is a socialist, not a communist. I'm a democratic socialist, so...
I'm kind of a democratic.
You don't know what you are. You're not even old enough to know yet. I don't know, maybe the choice was a little bit different 10 years ago, but our government is fucked up so badly that you're either voting for the fascists or you're voting for the not fascists. And I think I would just vote for the not fascists. Or like a more real example. So illegal immigration in the United States is about as serious a crime as a speeding ticket. It's a misdemeanor. And there are enforcement actions for immigration happening in like Minnesota right now, where people are being shot and killed over crimes that would seriously it would be a ticket. You would get a ticket. Like people think that being here illegally is some huge, terrible crime, and it isn't. It's a misdemeanor. Like you get a ticket, pretty much.
There should be like a warning saying, "Hey, if you don't leave within blank amount of time, you will be forced to leave."
Well, I mean that's kind of what they do. Well, so first of all, most people don't realize that a vast majority of the people who are here illegally had a visa, but they just overstayed their visa. Like it isn't, most of our illegal immigrants aren't from people like crossing the border secretly or anything.
Yeah, definitely not.
I'm 16, so I can't vote yet. Well, Thyman, take however you end up voting, make sure that you look into every aspect of your government's politics and find a candidate that you want to vote for that reflects most of what you believe. You're never going to find a candidate who 100% matches every single thing you believe. Know that voting is not a love letter to a candidate. It is a picking.
Why are you fighting for the Republic, especially Supreme Chancellor Palpatine? Who is fighting for freedom. I like that.
So you know how he'd vote, probably. I do, by the way, I do like that bit of Mandalorian season 3. There's an episode that Christopher Lloyd is in. Like I played the Doctor in Back to the Future, and he goes on a pro Count Dooku rant.
Great Scott!
That's the same episode that Jack Black and Lizzo was in.
Wait, Jack Black was in Mandalorian?
We have a minimum of 24 different parties here. We would have that many parties as well, realistically. The United States is more like 6 countries smashed into one. It's weird that we only have 2 parties, because we have so many, it's way more diverse here than that.
Republican is like, kind of like conservative almost.
Well, it is now. Well, now republicanism in the United States is about social conservatism. It's about family values and there really isn't a great way to say it. We don't, we don't like gay people. We like God. We support the troops. We don't like trans people. It is American exceptionalism. Yeah, it is American exceptionalism.
We hate games, so we're going to follow this random thing that doesn't even
conservatism in America used to be more about fiscal issues. And Republicans used to believe in having a smaller central government and letting the state governments be a little bit more potent. But that's not what it is anymore.
It's like what are they called? The people who like support. Not you.
Can I ask your opinion on the Ice Guys? They're fucking stormtroopers. It's literally what they are. They're fascist stormtroopers. They're poorly trained. I think they get like the amount of training they get is ridiculously. Yeah, it's minimal. Well, I'll tell you that, and the Republicans hate to admit this, even though in their heart of hearts they know this is correct. But immigrants in the United States make up such a huge part of our economy that if you were to snap your fingers and get rid of every immigrant, illegal or otherwise, that lived here, our economy would fail immediately. Because they do jobs that Americans don't like to do. Like you're not going to see Americans out picking apples.
All right, Evangelist. Are you a person who like supports like God?
Jesus. Well, hold on. There's a better question to ask here. Evangelist in Christ, you said Jesus is Lord. You made a statement. How do you know that? That's the question you should be asking. You made a statement. How do you know that? I bet Count Dooku would be thrilled to find out there's a religion like after him. He'd be like, "That's pretty cool." How do you know it's his word? He can hear me, I assume. I mean, Harry Potter says Harry was a wizard. Does that make Harry a wizard? Okay, so my question remains, how do you know the Bible is true? And not just some randomly made up bullshit by somebody. Well, we know that the King James version of the Bible's translations are famously inaccurate. I think you're again asking the wrong question. I don't have a problem at all with the notion that Jesus is real. You could hand me proof right now that Jesus Christ was a real person that lived, and all of the words attributed to him were accurately things that he said. It wouldn't change the fact that I still would not believe. Which ones? Because you said that, but it's not really true. Well, that's the thing, is that our we don't have as many manuscripts as people think. I mean, it's no. You're asking the wrong question. It has nothing to do with archaeological evidence. The problem is that the book is the claim. The Bible is the claim. It is not the evidence of the claim. So when I ask you for evidence, you can't use the Bible as evidence. It's called a circular reasoning fallacy. What you're saying is the Bible is true because the Bible is true. And that doesn't make sense. That's not good evidence. I mean, if you think about it, you know, I could say, I could have a book right here. Let's say this book right here. This is the Bible of Daniel. Daniel says, your God isn't real. You know how I know? It's because that's what the book says. The book of Daniel says your God isn't real. Like I just read it off the page. That's what it says. That's the proof. Like, do you see how silly that is? Historic evidence of what? Which historians? By the way, because I'll tell you that no one who wrote about Jesus no one that wrote about Jesus back then were contemporaries of Jesus.
How do you know they were writing about Jesus? How do you know the language was accurate?
Well, that's not really my point. The point is that the from all of our historical documents, the people who mentioned Jesus Christ weren't contemporaries of Jesus Christ. They lived 50 to 100. Either the earliest ones lived 50 to 100 years after he died.
Does one of you know what diabetes type 1 is?
Is that the hypoglycemia one? Hold on.
Yeah, it's the one in kids.
Chronic autoimmune condition where the immune system destroys insulin-producing beta cells in the pancreas. Huh. Oh, Chewie, get back there. Oh, Count Dooku's here. Where's that guy in our chat? You like Count Dooku a lot.
Joe or John. James.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing that's going to blow your mind about the Bible is that the books Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John were not written by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. We don't know who wrote them. We have no idea who wrote them. They weren't signed. The manuscripts weren't signed by the author. It is church tradition that we say that they were written by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, but they weren't. There's no reason to believe that they were written by them. In fact, there is strong literary evidence to suggest that they were plagiarized off of one another. No. What? Well, I don't think anything is godly divine. I don't think you saying godly divine suggests that there's a supernatural element. No one has proved that the supernatural even exists or is possible, let alone that something is supernatural. So I don't believe anything is supernatural.
I mean, if you look at bodies of an incorrupt saint or like relics from saints.
Okay.
And you see like DNA evidence of who touched this person.
Well, I'll tell you I'll tell you right now, based on how you present that to me, is that which is you're probably overstating that. That probably actually isn't as accurate as you think it is.
The audio thing is doing it again.
I lost my game audio, but I can hear you at least. Oh, there. Oh, we should back off.
I was just about to say that. But if you look at like the if you look at like the corpse of Saint Francis Xavier, who was a missionary from Spain who spread Christianity through India, like he's like partially corrupt. Like,
Hold on, my sound thing is still having some trouble.
This is where the fun
I'm
begins.
gonna have to reset this sound thing.
Hostile
Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
So tell me what is this issue that we're talking about? What is it called?
Incorrupt bodies of saints.
Let me look into this while we're waiting for these things to get captured.
They check it.
Believe what you want to believe. I'll stick to my belief. Hey, I'm perfectly fine with that as long as you're not trying to legislate laws in America based on what you believe.
Like saying,
Keep it. How about we amend your statement and say keep your beliefs out of my laws, and you'll have me 100% on board.
if it is not to believe, it is facts, bro. I have it. How do you have evidence to prove? How do you know?
Wait, what are they arguing about? I lost track.
They're saying, believe what you want to believe. I know it's my belief. It is not belief. It is facts, bro. I have it.
So first of all, knowledge is a subset of beliefs. So believing a thing does not make it true. You just believe it. If you want to say that something is facts, you need to be able to prove that they are facts. Whoa, what does that have to do with belief? Like, we know what we know what diabetes is. At least I hope we do. Oh, I'm stuck to the floor. Yeah, I'm reading a little bit. There's Bernadette Subarus. Her coffin environment limited oxygen and moisture. Parts of her face was deteriorated. She now has a wax mask and hands. So what you're claiming is that some saints seem to have preserved their bodies after death for longer than people would expect. Am I right with that?
Yes.
Okay. So based on this, just on the precursory research I've done here, based on the science, it is not completely out of the ordinary because there was low oxygen, like they were anaerobic environments. They were dry conditions. They were cold temperatures. There was a high mineral content in the soil. The coffins were sealed. So there are lots of ways to explain why that would be the case. Perfectly natural, mundane explanations. I mean.
Yeah, but there was a saint from Missouri who was buried in like a coffin.
Okay.
Her body was like almost incorrupt.
So I'm going to ask you the most obvious question. Was she embalmed? Well, you know that if someone's embalmed, they're not going to show evidence of decomposition.
He's the guy. The Gospels were written by the original author.
No, they. How do you know that? So, well, no, that's not. That has nothing to do with the Bible. No, you made a claim there that they were written by the authors. You don't know that because the best Bible scholars, many of whom are Christian, say that the Gospels were not written by who they're purported to be written by. In fact, if you open your Bible right now and turn to the New Testament, there's almost certainly a note in your Bible that says these books were probably not written by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. You're evangelist. You're getting into a wheelhouse that I have spent more than a decade carefully studying this. I was a Southern Baptist for my entire life up until I hit the age of reason. I know the Bible very, very well, and these claims about authorship and the veracity of what the Bible says are topics that I've researched and studied very carefully. Like, so you coming in here and arguing this, you're like right in my wheelhouse. Chewbacca main, hell nah. I'm just trying to get him to max, man. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably never gonna play him again after this. I'm so tired of Chewie.
Yeah, I play Grievous. He's my kryptonite. Are believers in some religious way? Are believers in some religious way? I'm not.
Yeah, it's something I kind of noticed. I think people in America are a lot more religious in general than like other European countries. As a Christian,
I believe.
I believe that it is wrong to write in the Word of God. I don't know what that means. Like to pencil in some notes in your Bible, you mean, or? That's the other thing too about Christianity is that there are thousands of different denominations that all believe entirely different things. For example, I'm a Southern Baptist. Or I was, I'm not now. Southern Baptists believe that once you are saved, you're always saved, no matter what. That if you're saved, then it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to heaven, right? And I believed when I was a kid, when I was saved, I legitimately believed in God. Like, I thought the whole thing was real, and I was saved. Now, you go and talk to another, you go and talk to the real conservative Lutheran branch. That's not what they believe at all. They think that you can lose your spot in heaven if you're an asshole. Which, by the way, that always sat wrong with me, Christians. Maybe you ought to explain this to me. That someone like Hitler could convert on his deathbed to Christianity, confess his sins, and go to heaven. But someone like Anne Frank would go to hell because she wasn't a Christian. You explain that bullshit to me. Explain the morality behind that.
How do we know Anne Frank was a Christian?
She wasn't. She was a Jew. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. She wasn't a Christian, so she's going to hell according to the Christians. But if Hitler were to convert on his deathbed, like let's say in another let's say that Hitler saw the errors in his ways, converted on his deathbed, got saved, he'd go to heaven. Fucked up, morally reprehensible. Oh shit. I'm not really. Oh, the Mormons are. I'm sorry. I apologize to any Mormons in the chat if there are any. Out of all of the false religions in the world, the ones that you can prove are false, Mormonism is probably the most ridiculous. Like, Joseph Smith very obviously was a con man. By the way, the Mormons are technically Christians. They believe in Jesus Christ. Yeah, they don't. Like I said, there are as many different Christian denominations as there are Christians, pretty much. Like, everyone kind of believes what they want to believe, and they all fight with one another about who's more Christian. Or are they not? Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Fun fact: in this game, do you know the Mascon is voiced by Gray the same actress as Azula. I did not know that. I've never believed in any kind of way. Yeah, I kind of wish that I believed hardcore when I was a kid. In fact, I was convinced that I had been called to preach, and that's what I was going to do with my life. But I had a reason to question my faith, and that reason was that I was in church, and our pastor was going on this tirade about gay people, and about how gay people are going to hell. And I, a gay teenager, was sitting there thinking, well, hold on a second. I didn't choose to be gay. Why would God put me in? Well, why would God put me in hell for being something that I did not choose to do? You know. And so it made me start questioning some other shit.
So you could have been a Unitarian.
Well, the Unitarian Universalists aren't really. You can be a Unitarian Universalist and be an atheist. The Unitarians don't necessarily believe in God. It's a very kumbaya, let's all take all the good things out of religion and practice them and leave all the bad things.
Like sometimes the Unitarians have female priests.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are doing female priests nowadays because people are realizing how fucked up it is that would even be a rule.
I mean, it's not in the quote unquote Bible.
Well, the Bible specifically says that women are not to be preachers, that they are forbidden from preaching.
They're not forced.
Huh? No, well, that's not what the Bible says. The Bible says if you're a woman, you cannot preach. You are not allowed to preach.
How do you know that's true?
Well, I can show you. You're asking the wrong question again. I know that's true because I can show you the words on the page. What I don't know is that it was an instruction from God. In fact, I suspect it wasn't. In fact, not only do I suspect it wasn't an instruction from God, I believe that it was born out of the prejudice that people had at the time toward women.
So you're going into historical context.
Have you watched the Dune movies? Oh yeah, in fact, I watched Dune Prophecy as well, which was the HBO spin-off show. It's like a prequel that I really liked, and one of the main characters in that show showed up in A Night of the Seven Kingdoms last week. I think she's really good. Also, Timothy Chalamet, I think, is a gorgeous man. So I will watch him in whatever movie he's ever in.
If you marry him, you'll believe he believes.
I would probably do anything for Timothy Chalamet. I won't lie.
You'd do the thing with Timothy Chalamet.
He is ridiculously good looking. Also, I didn't realize he was in Interstellar for like a few minutes.
He was also in Willy Wonka, Willy Wonka.
Well, yeah, he's the main character in Willy Wonka, but like in Interstellar, he plays Matthew McConaughey's son. Like in the beginning of the film. Did not know that.
Careful. Don't get cocky.
Do you know
No.
I think you should play GTA 5.
Who's my favorite actor? Oh man. Oh god. My favorite actor.
I can tell you who mine is. Well, mine.
I'm not sure I could. I am an enormous fan of Anthony Hopkins. he played Hannibal Lecter and has played a ton of different roles like that.
Found
Yeah, I know where it is. I've been there. I really like. God.
If we're talking alive actors, Ralph Macchio. If we're talking dead actors, that's a tough one, honestly. Probably go to Frank Sinatra. I mean, he did play in White Christmas.
I don't know if you can count Frank Sinatra as an actor. I think if Frank Sinatra showed up right in front of you right now, and you said, "Frank, are you an actor?" He'd be like, "No." I'm a singer that has been in things. Ah! Ewan McGregor is a very talented actor. I don't think he'd be in my favorites list, but I would not disagree that he is very, very good.
I think my favorite Star Wars actor will definitely have to go to Christopher
Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm gonna die.
the old guy from
The old guy from Phantom Menace. Huh?
the guy with long hair. Not long hair, but like long hair.
In the Phantom Menace? What was it? What was his character's name?
I forgot. It was like Prime Minister.
Oh, the guy that played Sio Bibble? I don't know if I know him in anything else. I think I might have only seen him in Star Wars.
Actually, I don't think
Oh, John Turturro is one of my favorite actors. Definitely John Turturro's up there. Trying to think of things that I've seen recently. I've really kind of so I've been watching The Pit a lot. Let's back off so they can take this. And I really like Noah Wyle. The guy who plays Dr. Robbie in The Pit. I don't know.
was there a show about a doctor that also like saved lives?
Yeah, that was Freddie. Played by the kid that played Norman Bates in Bates Motel.
Wasn't it Grey's Anatomy?
Freddie Highmore, I think is his name. No, he wasn't in Grey's Anatomy. Favorite Star Wars actor is definitely Oscar Isaac. He is really, really good. I also I am happy to see a fellow Moon Knight fan because I enjoyed that show a whole bunch.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how I didn't just die
Gary
there.
Fisher was also pretty good.
Yeah, some of those are.
At the bottom of the list for me is Anthony Davis.
Yeah. Also, apparently, Anthony Daniels was really hard to work with in
He's
general.
the most hated.
I don't know if he's the most hated, but he's people. I know that he's very hard to work with. Like people that have worked with him on films didn't like him very much, like as a person. Everyone loved Kenny Baker on set. However, Kenny Baker and Anthony Daniels hated each other. Well, it was really mostly because Anthony Daniels was just an absolute asshole to everyone. Yeah, Warwick Davis is a very wholesome. I watched his. They tried to bring back Willow there a while ago. I watched that Disney Plus show. I actually kind of liked it too. Yeah.
Good voice actor.
I feel like this question came up a couple weeks ago, and I had a couple of other actors that are just not coming to mind right now that I absolutely adore. Oh, Richard Schiff is one of my favorite actors for sure. I really love Richard Schiff. I don't love him. I mean, I get his appeal. I know people that really like him. Oh, I really like Daniel Craig, but not because of James Bond. I really like it. Oh, I don't like Sean Connery very much at all, and he was a serial abuser. He beat women and was a piece of shit. The guy that plays Walter White in Breaking Bad, Bryan Cranston. I really love him. I really like Giancarlo Esposito.
I like Diego Luna.
Yeah, I like him. Actually, I really ended up liking the Genevieve O'Reilly who played Mon Mothma in the Andor series. I really liked her as well. That's right. Sam Jackson's a good actor. I like him a lot.
I am tired
I think that Sam Jackson isn't in Men in Black.
not Men in Black. It's another movie. It's got like a
Beaten off the droid attack and
afro.
feed is secure. Well done,
Pedro Pascal. I like Pedro Pascal. I'm glad that he's getting a lot of work, actually. All right, that is going to be the end of our stream. I'll probably be back tomorrow, the same time, 6:30. Either with some more Battlefront or playing some Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. So, if you're around...
We gained almost 8 followers tonight.
Oh, damn. All right, nice. Well...
We were at 409, now we're at 418.
Yeah, for all of you who followed us, I appreciate that. That was very cool of you to do.
And thank you, the Christian guy, for stating your argument, which failed miserably.
He didn't. He kind of disappeared, didn't he?
He did.
Oh,
I think you shut him up.
better luck next time, I guess. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.